The Busbys were an instant success when their show OutDaughtered premiered.
We're feeding babies every 3 hours.
But ever since 2021, when the finale of Season 8 aired, we haven't really heard from them.
Right now we're in this phase of just wanting to take a little bit of a break.
It just seemed like the show completely disappeared.
For sure it's boring.
You want to change the scenery and stuff.
And you'll never believe what actually happened.
Mentally, physically, just taking a breath.
Their TLC show ran for 8 seasons as of today, and it followed the family through their journey of raising 6 daughters. The show brought a lot of fun and chaos each week as we watched their lives unfold. So originally, Danielle and Adam Busby were approached by TLC for a spot on their network after Danielle gave birth to all-girl quintuplets, which actually made them the first in the US, and this really brought them into the spotlight, and they quickly became loved by everyone. It was pretty interesting to see what their life was actually like. The show ran for a long time, but after so many seasons, the last episode of Season 8 aired in 2021, and we haven't really heard from them on TLC since. And because of that, everyone's been wondering what happened to them. And although we might not be seeing them on TLC anymore, that doesn't mean that they've slowed down at all. So in October of this year, a local TV station in Houston, Texas went behind the scenes to catch up with what they've been up to, and just this year they've actually opened up a boutique in League City in Texas, and the boutique, named Grayson B, holds a particular soft spot in their heart. Since Grayson was the name Danielle and her husband Adam picked out if they were to ever have a boy, though they never did, they can at least use the name for their storefront, and it seems like they've had a lot of success with this boutique since it actually started out just as an online store, but since they were getting so much traffic to the site, they were able to turn their dream into a reality by having the grand opening of their storefront in June of this year. And their boutique sells a lot of different items, all of them affordable and with matching options for all ages. And the Houston Reporter asked the Busbys how they liked League City, and they went on to talk about how they actually didn't grow up there and moved there for Adam's work, but since moving, they've really found a community that they love there, and they really enjoy being part of the town now. And that's not the only thing that they've been up to this year. So back while their show was still airing, they started home renovations when they discovered mold that was making one of their daughters sick. And once that issue was fixed, they went on to continue making changes to have their home better suit their family. And now, after a few years, they finally finished all of their home renovations. And although it seems like they've had a great year since leaving the show, I'm still just wondering if this means that the show got canceled. And while the show hasn't been renewed for a 9th season, it doesn't seem like it's been canceled either. But it seems like there were a few reasons why they decided to step back, and one of those reasons is actually their really demanding schedule. So with so many children who each have their own varying school schedules and extracurricular activities, the demands of filming started to become way too much for them, and it doesn't look like TLC has made any comments about the show either, though they don't usually advertise new seasons or shows until right before they air. So there's still some hope that there could be a season 9, but back in March, an Instagram follower commented on one of their posts asking if they'll ever again be on the show, and this person also mentioned how much they miss seeing the family on TV, and Adam actually replied to this saying that they were going to make a YouTube video about the situation soon, and he said that they really wanted to explain their thought process on everything and why they haven't spoke about it yet, and they really couldn't reply in the comments because it would just be way too much to explain. And ultimately, he said that their decision to pull back from the show was made with their family and their kids' best interest at heart. So even though there's still some hope for season 9, Adam's comment doesn't make things look too promising, and it looks like they did finally upload that to YouTube too, because in it they said that the show just really became a strain for everyone in the family, and also highlighted the challenges of filming during the pandemic, and they realized that they just needed a break from everything and needed to regroup as a family. And during the time outside of the show, it seems like they've really taken in the opportunity to enjoy time together without the constraints of filming a TV show. And the Busbys also said that their time together without the presence of the cameras has really replenished and revived their family, and that it's been super healthy for all of them. And although there isn't any set date when it comes to filming the show again, they said that they're definitely still open to it. And they also added that there were no hard feelings with the network or with the production. And then they said that they just didn't know what the future held for them, but they were ultimately ready for whatever might happen next. And another reason why they have stepped back from filming might also be due to to Danielle's recent health struggles, because during season 8, the show highlighted a lot of these issues, and we even saw that Danielle ended up in the ER with migraines and numbness and pain. And though the doctors were not totally sure what it could be, they thought that there might be some kind of a defect in her heart, and if there was, it would require open heart surgery. But since the last episode of the show, they haven't really talked much about her health, and it seems like all of us are getting more and more concerned about her health issues. And I mean, I'm definitely worried about her since the show left us all on such a cliffhanger about her mystery illness. And although it seems like they've really been enjoying the spotlight that the show has given them, they still chose to keep a good amount of their life private, and her health is probably one of the biggest things that they've been keeping under wraps. And so while some people think that they might be faking it for views, there isn't much evidence to back that up, and it seems pretty unlikely. I just hope that Danielle is okay. And now, even though they aren't on TV right now, that doesn't mean that they aren't very active on social media. And when it comes to Danielle's health, since they don't really, know what's going on, it's apparently going to require way more testing and doctor's appointments before they get enough information to share with all of us. So until then, at least we can all keep up with their family online while we wait for more information about Danielle and about a potential season 9. But what do you guys think about all this? Do you think the show will be renewed for another season? And do you think that there might be another reason why they decided to take a break from the show? Guys, let me know in the comments below.